What's up, everybody? As you already know, my name is Alyceson-Grace and welcome to my channel. So I'm in a great mood and I'm about to have a wonderful weekend. Anyway, it is Tuesday and I'm going home on Wednesday for Thanksgiving, so I'm grateful. But I had to make a video today because I got my undergraduate economics course information thing. The long and short is I'm on the path to declaring my major, which means I'm one step closer to graduating on time. So I thought that it would be a good idea for me to share my process so far so that everybody out there who might be interested in economics at the University of North Texas, particularly the Bachelor's of Business Administration route, has some frame of reference. For me, I'm going off of the 2017-2018 catalog, so some things might be a little bit different, but honestly, it should be the same process and you shouldn't have any issues, and if you do, please leave a comment below. And if you're not an economics major, just put in the comments what major you are. Anyway, I'm going to go into just talking about my personal experience with my major and how I feel about it and just a general overview, and if you ask questions I will answer them later. So let's get started. So I decided to be an economics major the fall of my senior year of high school. I took Macroeconomics with Mrs. Parrish back at my old high school, and I loved it. I got almost perfect scores on all the tests. Actually, I got more than perfect, and I loved every second of it. Now I prefer microeconomics, but I fell in love with economics in my senior year of high school. My dad bought me these books about ECON, and we would study them together, and that was one of our forms of bonding. So ECON's got a soft spot in my heart for just about every facet of my life. And so I decided on my major early, so I was not confused, so I didn't waste any time. When I got here, I was a College of Business undetermined. So when you first get here, I believe you start off as a PHYS, so a pre-business, and then you become a BUND, which is a business undergrad, and then you go into whatever major you are. So I started off as a PHYS, and I took Principles of Microeconomics. I passed out of Principles of Macroeconomics because I got a 5 on the AP exam for macro, so I can't tell you about that. And then I took Business Calculus and got an A. I took Micro and got an A, of course. And then I took Financial Accounting, which is Accounting 2010, and got an A in that as well. Actually, I got an A in all my classes except for Honors Political Science, and that was just to make my final government course. So I have a 4.0 in the College of Business, knock on wood, and I love it. So I'm now a BUND, so I took the first of those 1-hour courses. You have 3 that you have to take. I don't like them because now I can only take 13 hours. I like taking 15, but I'm still taking 5 classes in fewer hours. So anyway, I'm taking a 1-hour course right now, and I'll have to take another one next semester. I'm currently in intermediate microeconomic theory, so since I'm basically going to pass for sure, because I would need a 40 to fail on the final, but I know I'm going to do better than that, so I'm fine. So I'm able to start the process. And then I take intermediate macroeconomic theory next semester, as well as managerial economics. Here's my advice to you, because I know I sound a little bit scattered, but I just got home. So let me just tell you the important things so that you can choose whether to listen or run off to another video. Talk to your advisors. If you communicate with your advisors at all times when it's time for you to schedule your courses, you're not going to take a wasted class. As well as doing your own research. So what I do is I'm basically obsessed with the UNT degree audit program, where you can just run an unofficial audit of your classes over and over and over again, so you know well ahead of time what you need to take. I have been doing that since I first got to this school. I loved it. So I already knew my under and my lower level courses well ahead of time. Now my professional and supporting, I didn't know until I started getting advised by the Department of Economics, and I'll get to that later. But I started off by just going to the College of Business. I chose whichever advisor was available, so that's not very specific. And I just tell them what I was planning on doing, which was a Bachelor's of Business Administration in Business Economics or in Economics. and they just had the plan laid out for me on all the business courses I needed to take, as well as just my core. And that was fine. I didn't have any wasted classes here at UNT. So I'd say if you keep talking to your advisor, they're going to do everything they can to make sure they give you accurate information, but also do your own research. Because I had to challenge this one advisor that I had because she kept saying I could minor in management, which I wanted to do, but the minor in management is only accessible to non-business majors. And I am a business major, so I couldn't do it. And I had to tell her time and time again that she was wrong, and so I had done my research and I didn't get thrown off track. And then as for my certification in entrepreneurship, I'm going to take that my final semester. If I don't do that online, I'm just going to do it at UNT. I don't mind. I really don't care. I'll just get it. But that's not pertaining to business economics, so don't worry about that. But anyway, so start talking to your college of business advisors frequently, not obsessively, but when it's time for you to select your courses, make sure you talk to them before you schedule your courses. Don't do it blindly. Next, once you know that you're in the course that makes or breaks whether you're going to be in the program, for us, it was intermediate microeconomic theory, or ECON 3550. Wait until you're in the course and you know if you want to stick it out before you go to the college or for the Department of Economics. So my advisor is Dr. Kwan. She's amazing. I stick with the same advisor. So I'd say you stay with whomever you want. I've heard that Dr. Ellis is good as well, but I just wanted to stick with Dr. Kwan because she's the first person who responded to my email, so works for me. Anyway, so I stick with the same advisor for my department, but for the college, it doesn't matter. And so throughout microecon, I gauged how I was going to do based on my test. And I got a B in both of my tests. And when I realized I was going to pass the class, that's when I started my tentative degree declaration thing, or tentative degree plan. I don't know exactly what it's called, sorry. But anyway, I got that done today because I realized last week that I was going to pass because I got an 83 on the last test. So I think that's solid enough for a passing grade. I just have to get to the final. I did the math. I would need a 40 to fail. I just need a 41 to get a C in the class, and I just need a 93 to get an A. So I'm sitting in pretty high cotton right now. So I can talk about the courses that I'm going to take for my professional and supporting fields. But honestly, if you do everything I just said, you shouldn't have a problem getting to the declaration point. So everything from here on out is just kind of like extra, but that's just my main thing. I will probably bullet the instructions in the description below because I was kind of scatterbrained, but I hope that at least gives you kind of some form of ease to know that it's not a big deal. You're going to be fine. In the description below, actually, I will put all the courses I've taken so far. And I'll also note whichever ones I took AP courses for, because you might have taken dual credit or none at all. So I'm a semester ahead, but I think that you'll be just fine, even if you're starting from scratch. But without further ado, I'd like to conclude this video, and I'll have an extension with the actual courses I can take in another video. I'll leave like a mark either in the corner or in the box. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. As you already know, my name is Alyceson-Grace. I make videos on Thursdays, and whenever I feel like it, I am going to go and watch Moonlight with this guy named Travis. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, so I will catch you guys later, and be sure to click on the video if you want to see the courses that I can take. Bye! Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, by the way. I'm so grateful for all of you. I had a major subscriber boost, and I'm really happy. So have a wonderful holiday. Bye!